What's up guys, welcome back. Today I want to talk to you about the artist career strategy. I've been thinking about this a lot and right now I've tried to put this into this beautiful wall painting. This is the best that I could give you, so I hope this is enough. But don't worry, I will guide you through it, so you will definitely understand it by the end of this video. You see, with me, what I think every artist needs to make music and needs to make content. That's where everything starts for an artist. Releasing your music and putting out content on all those social platforms that we know. When you start to do that, you start to create awareness. You start to create awareness around your brand and around your music. You want to reach new people to listen to your music. You want to reach new people to watch your content. So that's what you do by putting it out there. That's what you do by promoting it and gathering a new audience, gathering new eyeballs, gathering new ears to listen to your music. That's what you're gonna do right here, creating awareness. That's where promotion and marketing kicks in. Once you've promoted and marketed your music and you've put out the content and you've released your music, that's when you start analyzing the data. So when you've made music, of course, you made music that you like. But it's also important to know what the audience thought of your music, what the market thinks of your music. And that's simply something you can get from data. That's the beautiful thing from living in 2019, almost 2020. We have all the data we need. You can just simply log into all those platforms and see where your music has been streamed, where your content has been watched, listened to, everything. Audience-based, location-based, everything. That's what you're gonna check. What kind of track, which track that I released in the last year has been doing the best, has been performing the best on all those platforms. And it's really hard to think about why it performed the best, because that's really hard to find out about. Most of the time data doesn't lie. So if there's one track that really pops out from the rest, go figure out why that track performed the best. Take the sounds that you've used there, take the song structure, maybe it's a different kind of genre that you've produced, but implement that into your next track that you're going to produce, because that's what you're going to do here. Implement the data, the things that you've learned from it, implement it into your next track. If you found out that your track wasn't a hit, and when I say wasn't a hit record, it doesn't necessarily mean that if it becomes a hit, it should be a worldwide hit. When it's not a hit, it means that it simply didn't get much streams, nobody really supported it, nobody really replied on it through your content. That's what I mean when I say no hit. If it's not a hit, you start and go back to the beginning. And you start to be consistent with this whole thing. You keep doing it until you've got a track which does become a hit. And when I say a hit record, I mean that, well, you got a decent amount of streams, you know. You might have been featured in some playlists. You've got some support from maybe other DJs or maybe other artists who shared your story on their Instagram stories. Maybe you got some airplay on the radio, could also happen. Maybe there's some press, some blogs that covered your story, or some influencers who wrote about you or shared your music, or when it simply went viral. If you've put out a piece of content on, let's say, TikTok, and that little thing went viral, and that's what got you the attention, that's when you start to build leverage. Because if you have that hit record, or if you have that big piece of content that breaks through, that's when you start to build leverage. Once you have leverage, that's where you can start to unlock a new level for your career. And this could simply mean that because of this, because you have a track which is performing well, there might become a new opportunity on your path, which could be a collaboration with an artist that is slightly bigger than you are, or maybe even an artist who is way much bigger than you are. That could also mean signing a track to a bigger label. It could mean different things, but all those things mean that you go to a next level in your career. This is where you're at right now, and as soon as you unlock a new level, you go to the next step in your career. And eventually, you'll hopefully end up becoming a successful artist. So once you've unlocked that new level by having a hit record, the whole process starts over again. You start making a new track, you start making new content, and you keep thinking about what you've learned from this whole process. What kind of music worked, what kind of content worked, and what fits me as a brand, me as a genre, and what do I like to make as well. Try to find the perfect blend from that. Keep doing it. Consistency is key in this whole story, and I will promise you, somewhere along the way, you will end up there. So hopefully I succeeded to explain this whole story of how I think about an artist's career strategy. And yeah, let's put it into motion and see what happens in 2020. Thanks for watching.